Here's my belly. There we go. Good morning, my name is Lizzie and welcome back to my channel. We are going to do a long overdue book haul on this nice snowy day. I'm going to start with The Witch is Back by Angela M. Sanders, and we are following Josie, who is the librarian at Winford, and they discovered one of the Reverend's sons at the bottom of a cliff, and they are going to try to figure out what has happened. And I just love these covers, the cats on the covers. Y'all know I'm a sucker for that. So yeah. The next book we're going to have is The Teller of Small Fortunes by Julie Long. And I don't know a lot about this other than it's, from what I understand, this immigrant fortune teller has been going between villages and villages, and she tells the small fortunes and stuff. And she tells the small fortunes whether it will hold to next week, which the barmaids will kiss, or etc. and so on. But it's a lonely life, and and we're just gonna figure out what we are. Also, the cover is beautiful on this one too, and of course there's a cat. And the next book is The Mistletoe Motive by Chloe Litt. Now, this was hard to come by because it is technically out of print, and they only print it when you request it. And I had no idea they do that. So the main character, the boy, hates holidays, and the girl does not. And they're at a bookstore, and so they're at this bookstore called Bailey's Bookshop, and the owners are in a dire state. They're trying to keep the bookshop open, and Jonathan and Gabby discovered another unfortunate thing. They could be unemployed. So I'm kind of curious. I'm curious about this one. And for those who don't know by now, I love Hercule Poirot. So I had to get the Christmas one. So this takes place on Christmas Eve at Gorson Hall. The Lee family's festivities are shadowed with a deafening crash of the furniture and a high-pitched scream. And upstairs in a locked bedroom, a tentacle patriarch Simon lies dead in a pool of blood. And Hercule Poirot will solve this one. And once again, another Hercule Poirot. But this one is by Sophie Hannah. So this takes place on December 19th, and we have Catchpole assisting Poirot as they are in the hospital ward. And yeah, so let's see here. Catchpole assists Poirot with the crumbling mansion by the coast, where they can all have a festive period together while solving a case. As Poirot digs into the mystery, he discovers the murdered man, by all accounts, is well liked. Well, obviously not, but yeah. The next one we have is everyone in this This Christmas Has a Secret by Benjamin Stevenson. I honestly just wanted Christmas books when I asked for this. And this is, like I said, yeah. But, Ernest Camming did not set out to have a career of solving crimes, but he has two high-profile murder cases underneath his belt in which he followed the rules of Golden Age of Mystery. Ernest always has, as it turns to time to honor a tradition of holiday special. So he's not surprised when the lush valleys in clifftop Australian Blue Mountains National Park and bodies start piling up. So, yeah. Hopefully we'll get that one soon. So, I got a devotional. Jesus Listens, the Advent for Christmas. Yeah, so, yeah, but anyway, definitely including this in the haul, because it's technically a book. So, yeah. I saw this and I was like really wanting it, and there was basically he's my papa. I call him Papa, and he bought me one book, and it wasn't the right one, so he had to go back and get the other one, and then he bought me another book, and it wasn't the right one. So finally he bought me this book, and so I ended up having 3 books in my hand before I got this one. Oh yeah. So I thought this would help me, and it did, and it will next year too. So, or this upcoming Christmas too. Yeah, you know. So the next book we have is Meddling Kids by Edgar Kennedy. So y'all know the Scooby-Doo. Y'all should know the Scooby-Doo. So this is 4 teenagers and a dog. Cannot speak apparently. So we're following Andy, Nate, Carrie, and Peter and Tim as they solve the mystery of Sleepy Lake and the monsters terrorizing the quiet town of Bidon Hills, where the gang spend the night in a mansion with a familiar culprit, a bitter old man, and a mask. So basically Scooby-Doo. Of course, I'm not going to pass this up. Oh, by the way, this was in the horror section. Hopefully I won't get flipped out really much. So, The 13th Child by Aaron Cragg. Now, I have read these from the past. It's basically, I want to say fairy tale character. So Hazel is waiting on her benefactor, which happens to be the god of death. And, of course, all I know is all gifts come with a price, dearies. So we have Main Character by Jacqueline Gould. And this is following a girl who, Generva, she's a famous for her approach of crafting big seller thrillers, and she hires people to conduct interviews. Her main character is Rory, and Rory boards a train, and she realizes everyone on the train is hiding secrets. So, I just like the cover on this one. No secret here. I had to add this to my collection. I'm not going to open it. Obviously, I've already read this multiple times because I have multiple copies, but I did not have this edition here. So this is basically a pop-up Harry Potter book edition. So, yes. The next book we have is Share, and this is a memoir part 1 And I love Cher. I grew up on Cher and Sunny. It was the music blasting, etc. and so on. So this was kind of an automatic buy for me because I would like to know the tea. I'm very curious because this is part 1. I don't know if she'll ever write a part 2, but we'll find out. Yeah. I do not know a lot about this one. As far as I know, we are following Sirius Fang. Yes, I probably just butchered that name. No one knows the strange power she beholds. She's known as a pickpocket, and she's been stealing from the underlining queen's reservoirs as long as she remembers. And in the land of unforgiven desert, there's not much she wouldn't do for a glass of water. Ha ha ha. Until she is faced with death herself, she reopens the gateways between realms, between land of ice and snow, fae, myth and legend, and nightmares. Now, this was on Kindle Unlimited, but I think they're making a show out of it, and that's why I ended up getting it, because my husband saw this and was like, oh my gosh, my wife will like this. So that is how I ended up getting this book. It was not on my radar until my husband got it. Yeah. So this is where I tell you it's story time. Because somehow I ended up with book 11 and realized I did not have or ever owned the first whatever before this one. So I would have had no idea what was going on. So this is Stranger in the Library by Eva Gates. Notice there's a cat on it. This right sucker on my head, right, don't you? Okay, so this is book like 7 or 11 or something like that. When a traveling show of impressions art comes to Nag Head, North Carolina, the librarian Lucy and staff of the Bodied Island Lighthouse Library are inspired to create an ethical display about art history. In the morning after they discovered paintings have gone missing. Well, for someone who has not been in this world to end up with this 7th or 11th book, I had to start from the beginning. Obviously. So I have the first 4 now. I hope I like them. Because obviously I have the first 4 and did like 11th or 7th book. The book by The Crook. And I just noticed that there is Jane Austen on the cover. I'm so unobservant. Books for Trouble. Reading Up a Storm. And The Spooks in the Shacks. Now, I will say this, as I hit myself in the eye with the book. Ow. These books, pet peeve, they're not the same size. Oh well. Anyway, there is that. Sticking with our Christmas theme, and Murder, She Wrote, A Killer Christmas. And of course, I have not read any of the books prior to this, but I do own the TV series. So I guess I'm going to have to eventually try to get the books secondhand. But like I said, I was thinking Christmas. So. Next we have Onyx Storm, which I will conveniently appear right here eventually. And it came out last night around midnight. And it's the 3rd book in the series, but unfortunately I have not read the first 2. So I cannot tell you a thing about it, other than somehow I magically own all 3 copies now. It just hadn't got here yet. Go here. Okay. And last but not least, we have The Bad Girls of the Bible by Liz Curtis Higgins. So we're following Eve, Delilah, Lot's wife, Sapphira, Jezebel, the woman at the well, Rahab, and the sinful women and the somebody else. Anyway, so we're reading this in Bible study, and I haven't, unfortunately, been able to go because I have been sick. Well, I was sick this last time. I was planning on going, and then I ended up getting sick. So, anyway. And that is it. And I believe the grand total is about 14 bucks. I'm probably wrong. Yeah. Anyway, I will see you in the next one.